Hey guys, Kaiserreich here, and welcome back everyone, my dear friends, to another episode where today we shall be whooping the ass of everyone around us as Poland. Yes, I've been trying constantly to play as this damn nation and rebel against the entirety of the Reichspark for the past 6 goddamn months, and I fail constantly. At this point, I swear to God, it's driving me insane. And let me explain myself. I'm not a lunatic. Every time I try to rebel as Poland, the entirety of the Reichspark comes in and tries to murder me. I genuinely mean it. I have 4 failed recordings. Not failed runs or test runs, but recordings, as in I started recording the video, I was like, yeah, this is gonna work out, and it failed at the end because of random bullshit. So this time around, I'm gonna come out clean. I went toward the game settings and I made it so that the Austrians would fucking collapse, these goddamn bastards. I generally have nothing but hatred for this abysmal nation. You may be wondering, why am I so spiteful of this damn country all of a sudden? And I will show you why. You see this screen right here? Attack the German Empire, and one day Austria is gonna instantly join the Reichspark and put around 50 units on my southern border. And if that was not enough, I kinda regret not having the save file when I quit the game, but these good for nothing bums, these pricks put 3k cash on my ass. I'm not even shitting you, in the span of 2 months I shot down almost 300 cash with the anti-air on my tanks. And it was not enough to deal with these pricks. I had around like 150 units on my own front, if we count Lithuania and the German Empire and Austria. And I had a good run, like I swear to God. I captured Hindenburg, Breslau, Poznan, Stettin, Danzig, Königsberg, and I even almost got close to making Lithuania cap until these good-for-nothing pricks came in with their 3k cash and kept on shitting on me with their good-for-nothing infantry. Rage aside, okay? We're back into the normal campaign. I could have lied. I could not have it included in the video that I'm having Austria collapse and blamed RNG later on. But I just wanted to come out clean from the get-go. This good-for-nothing nation is gonna get wiped clean from the map, and I will have a fair chance, because now I will only have to fight against Germany and the rest of their Oswald members. And I can finally begin the video normally. So yeah, this time around, as Poland, we need to rebel against the Reichspark and actually not join the Russian faction. I need to remain independent no matter what, just so that I can stand a chance against them and maximize the claims that I have. Now, when it comes to Poland and the path that gives it the most amount of claims, you kinda need to go down the totalist route. The issue with that route is that it kinda is RNG dependent on whether these good-for-nothing idiots, as in the 3rd Internationale, somehow makes it to the Rhine area or not. I have 11 test runs in total. Not once have they succeeded in doing so, man. Every time I need the AI to lock in, they always shit on me. I really need to stop trauma dumping right now. I apologize once again. But yeah, as Poland, the best route for us to actually succeed and have a chance in kicking the ass of everyone around us is to go down the nationalist route, while not disbanding the socialist revolt against us. It will be shown later on, of course, but that easily can be done by simply having national support higher than monarchist support, so that once the election of 38 rolls by, we can bypass this focus and beeline all the way toward here and finally get the chance to do Operation Parasol. In which case we can revolt against Germany, leave the Reichspark, white peace against everyone that we were at war with, of course, and finally prep to reclaim our rightful core territories. And also, by not disbanding the socialist revolt in the decision tab right here, if somehow France succeeds in pushing this region right here in a reasonable amount of time, the nation is gonna revolt on its own, and you can end up with the totalist route, which gives you the maximum amount of claims. It's the best of the 2 worlds. So I either go with the socialist revolt in a perfect world, or if things don't pan out great and the 3rd International are being a bunch of bums like always, I can just simply go down the nationalist route and carry the fight on my own. Mental delusion aside, we're gonna begin the run, and our first act is just to simply build 2 infrastructure, one right here in Warsaw and another in this state. Research wise, we're gonna get the basic stuff, like, you know, basic machine tools, electronic mechanical engineering, and finally we need to invest into our light tanks. I'm gonna be making something extremely memey with this build, because I'm not gonna be making a proper tank division like one would say, but it's gonna work out at the end of the day, okay? You just need to believe. Production wise, I just want to add some trains. I'm never gonna use artillery in this run at all, and I'm gonna add some anti-air. Sadly, as Poland, we only have 4 mills, so we need to use the Military Europa interaction to increase the number of military factories that we have. Early on, at least, so that we can start producing the basic stuff. But besides that, like, I'm not going to be doing anything at all. Nada. A part of centralizing my country and doing my investigations as early as possible, because I want to maximize the amount of stability, and hopefully I want to hit 100%, despite the fact that Black Monday is going to hit soon enough, and we should be at minus 11% around that part. Of course, I want to go with the Max Plan in Chief right here. We could have gotten more army experience if we hired Heinz Guderian, but since we plan on rebelling against the Germans, it kind of is useless since we're going to lose him. But this guy right here is going to remain with us until the end of the game. I would actually not advise you to rush in to fix Black Monday from the get-go for one simple reason. Some of these focuses are locked behind Germany actually doing their own, like, you know, Black Monday recovery, so you kinda are screwed, sadly. And there's another thing that we can exploit as opponent. We can constantly sell our economy for political power, and this is actually worth it. You see these two nations right here, Austria and Germany, they always sell their holdings within your nation on a constant cycle of 180 days, non-stop. You just need to keep an eye out. If you see that one of them is getting close to 40%, which means they are trying to buy holdings within you and gain wider influence, of course, you just need to clamp down upon them, which can easily be done by not seeking investment from them. And as you notice right now, I'm not spending any of my political power, and that's simply because our entire political tree requires around 600 to 800 PP in general to complete it through the decision tab. So I'm already banking up till then. And one other thing that we need to do pretty desperately is to increase our stability. Right now we have -3, but the number that I'm trying to increase is the base value. Currently it's at 45%. We need this to hit 90% by the time the election rolls by. And that can easily be done by legislating freedoms as soon as possible and doing royal tours. This is why I'm actually rushing toward here. It gives me like, I think 6 stability or maybe 7 in the span of 60 days. For very cheap as well. Like, to give you an example, I spent 100 political power to increase my stability by 12 or 14%. I can get half of that for 30 political power. But of course the cost is going to keep on increasing the higher the support for the monarchist is. That's why we need to use the events to actually clamp down upon them. It's going to happen on its own. Plus this is not a guide, so I'm not going to show you everything. It's just that I spent so many goddamn rounds on this damnation that I know pretty much a lot of stuff, okay? This is actually an important event. Through our focus tree right here, when we go down this route and complete this focus, we reduce the cost of the investigations by 30 PP on average, of course, but if we accept help from the Germans, we can make it free in its entirety. If we were to complete all of these decisions with the original cost, it would amount to something like 280 political power. So thanks to the decisions that we picked early on, we just simply get to oppress our political parties for free. Of course, in an ideal world, when it comes to the KON investigations, we need to clamp down hard on the underground, because if we do, I think we gain something like plus 16% political power generation, plus 8% stability, and we reduce the support of the syndicalist parties. And I'm going to begin producing one of the templates that I will desperately require for the run, which is going to be the anti-air template most obviously. I'm going to use the 3-man turret, the basic anti-air gun, and I'm going to do something extremely stupid, which is this. I'm maxing out the additional guns to increase my average defense and soft attack. You will see soon why I'm doing all of this. And yes, it's a bit expensive, but we're not going to be using much of them at all. When it comes to my investigations, I'm simply going to stack the quotes, since the national spirit of the Spinson Parliament hurts you a lot. Like, I think you lose minus 15% political power generation and minus 20% stability. Like, no thank you. I don't want to be suffering that much at all. Okay, and now that I'm actually done with my stuff, I can begin fixing my Black Monday debuff. And I finally acquired the second upgrade that I needed to start producing my light tanks, which is the interwar artillery. It gives me access to close support guns. The template that I'm going to be producing is ass, but it's fine because we're going to be making a better one. And when I say a better one, like, the entire build is a meme build, okay? But it works, and that's all that matters. Starting off, 3-man turret, of course. We're going to be utilizing the close support gun. We're going to be putting the basic radio when it comes to the special models. Some smoke launchers. And just because I want to keep the cost as low as possible, I'm going to add 2 machine guns. And I'm going to assign this as artillery. That's all that there is to it. This already has 31 soft attack. The only reason why we're making this template so early on is because we need to start building up the efficiency from now on. And since I have the free time, I'm going to go toward here, get my hands upon the Mechanized Wave Theorist, and I'm going to be going with something unorthodox. Most people tell you to go with the Grand Battle Plan, but I want to go with Mobile Warfare, for one simple reason only. Thanks to us picking up this Grand Doctrine, we can utilize subsidized contracts, which reduces the production cost of our light tanks by 10%. That's the first thing. And we have another advisor, the Tank Force Advocate, that reduces it by another 10%. And that's not all. If we go down toward here and get our hands upon maintenance companies too, we can reduce the cost by another 7.5%. And that's not all that there's to it, because thanks to the MIO that I'm utilizing right here, we reduce the production cost by another 5%. And I'm not done yet, okay? Because by cutting corners, like, you know, it makes you seem like you're losing on all of these modifiers. But honest to God, minus 5% hard attack and armor doesn't matter for light tanks at all, since you don't need the armor. The minus 5% reliability, we don't care about neither. The only loss is the minus 5% soft attack, which is well worth it for another minus 10% production cost. Like, we almost hit, I think, 42%, maybe 45% reduction cost for our tanks. Of course, it's gonna take some time for us to unlock all of this, and technically speaking, if we equipped our tanks with makeshift armor, that's another minus 10% production cost. But I don't like it at all, because it reduces the hardness of the divisions by a lot. Since it's June of 37, I can at last compose the final report. And with all the decisions that I've picked, by clamping hard on all the underground societies and being as much of a prick as possible toward everyone besides the nationalists, of course, I should gain an extra 8% stability. And thank you very much. Anyhow, time to invest into our nation. This is actually the reason why we were banking political power. Like, some of these decisions are straight up insane. All of these cost 60 PP. 5 times 6, that's 300. And we were not even done just yet. Like, we gotta complete so many decisions all the way down here. So we need to keep on banking political power for as long as possible. And there goes the Austrian Civil War. The one thing that I was looking out the most for, now that this goddamn nation would stop pestering me like I'm their mortal nemesis, I can finally have a good run as Austria, and at least I can be done with this damn challenge. Okay, listen, I just want to apologize from the get-go. I genuinely forgot that when Austria collapses, Poland annexes Galicia. I really did not intend for this to happen and me to gain 5 million pop. I genuinely feel like such an idiot, and I gotta apologize because of that, since I gave myself an upper hand in the run. But I swear to God, listen, like, the divisions that we're gonna be making and the template of tanks that we're going to be designing are good enough as is to actually kick the ass of Germany without even needing these two states right here in the south. And at last, the 1938 election has happened, and would you look at that, who ended up winning? It was the Social Conservatives. And would you look at that, our nation is somewhat stable. We have 89% stability, and I am working upon improving that number as we speak. I'm pretty sure that I can get an extra 10 stability just from renegotiating the economic treaties, and since I have a high control over my economy, I should gain some good national spirits. We will see soon enough. Yep, I was correct. We gain 10% stability, and depending on the control over our economy, we gain that number in political power as well. Hell yeah, man, let's go! I've gotten my hands on everything that I needed to start producing the light tank template that I desperately need. It's gonna seem odd, but we need to utilize the light fixed superstructure. It handicaps our breakthrough by a large margin. But trust me, it's gonna work out well at the end of the day, because it will allow us to use the medium howitzer, and we're gonna be doing some wacky shit with this. We're gonna also use the easy maintenance to reduce the production cost, and all the other stats, okay? All the other stats are useless. We don't need extra reliability, nor do we need breakthrough or defense, since these goddamn tanks have one single job, which is to blow shit up. This light tank division has 57 soft attack for only 5 CC, and that's without counting the MIO. Yeah, currently it's at 60 now, thanks to me gaining the latest buffs. But yeah, this is extremely cheap, by the way. I cannot even explain it to you at all. Like, I'm already producing more improved variant of the new tank than the old one per day. We're gonna get our hands upon some very absurd numbers soon enough, just believe in me. This nation is goated as hell. I love it, and none of that compares to the modifiers and production costs that Russia can get its hands upon, thanks to its MIO. Like, I think in the last MP game that I had fighting against the Russians, they acquired minus 80 or 83% on their tank production, and they were producing some heavy tanks, you hear me right, for only 4 CC. Their heavy tanks were cheaper than this damn template, and it had more breakthrough and armor, of course, and this is almost the final template. You may be surprised, why the hell am I using cav instead of trucks? And it's simply because Poland gains a lot of buffs for mounted infantry, plus a lot of their generals have the cavalry leader trait already unlocked, so it's well worth it for us to utilize it in the first place, okay? Plus it has a whopping 600 soft attack, and it doesn't cost that much, less than 3k. Like, I already have 11 SPGs in the field right here, and I'm producing another 14. You see this deficit of minus 3k? it's gonna be gone by the time I'm at war. And I'm not even done reaching my maximum efficiency. The only thing that we really need to do right now is to make it so that our divisions are regulars to gain an extra 25% modifier in combat. In my last previous test run, in which the Austrians absolutely bullied me to quitting, the average division did 1300 soft attack. Of course, this is not a meta template, you shouldn't copy it on any other nation because they don't have the cavalry buffs. Like currently alone, I'm struggling with the organization because I would like it to be higher than 35. And I need to start researching military engineering vehicles because they are good. For one simple reason, they give you plus 20% attack on urban areas, and urban areas on their own reduce the attack to 70%, and tanks have a malus of minus 20% on top of that. And since we're going to be fighting against Germany, a nation with a lot of urban areas, we kinda need that. Oh, and the reason why I'm using field hospitals, by the way, is because it reduces the experience loss on the divisions. It's well worth it to invest into this. And here comes the Russians. They already are toward the Germans, and of course I got called in without my consent. I really don't mind, because I have no intentions of fighting against this damn nation. But I'm not ready yet to actually break free from Germany. I'm still like 3 focuses away from doing Operation Parasol, so we need to hope somehow that our allies in the east will not be like gigabombs, and we'll survive for another 120 days for us. To break free, of course. Like, I kinda am getting a bit tired of waiting, and I really want to showcase the tanks that I've produced, okay? So we're gonna be fighting against Romania for a little bit. We don't want to actually knock them out. I just want to showcase the soft attack cap that these divisions have. Okay, we're gonna attack once again. Look at this, 1100 attack, and that's with minus 40% because of the weather penalty. I don't know why I'm suffering from it, but this shreds infantry. Like, instantly, these bad boys know no respect. That's why I like using them. But once again, I would not recommend you to use this at all because it has no breakthrough at all, nor armor. Holy shit, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did not expect the Russians to absolutely blitz and steamroll the ass of the Reichspark this early on. Now I need to redirect my tanks toward the eastern wall, but at least by keeping our tanks alongside the border, this should keep the Russians at bay. Like, if I wanted to kick them out, I would just simply click on them and they would be gone, as you've witnessed right now. It's funny as hell, look at this, I'm gaining a lot of combat experience, and I don't even need it. Like, I've just realized, I've been barely fighting against the Russians, lost only 2k men, and I inflicted 100,000 casualties upon them. How? I don't know. But it's funny as hell. Like, I'm attacking a forest tile, I should not be capable of memeing them like that. Okay, lads, I have some amazing news. I fucked up big time, once again. Oh my god, the tiniest detail. I swear to god, just the tiniest detail is enough to fuck up your run. Let me explain. You see this guy right here? The Grand Duke, or whatever his name is? You usually hire him after the 1938 election. And you get an event to kick him or fire him. I accidentally chose the option in which he's fired. And this is extremely bad because the second you fire him, you lose upon like 2 or 3 events that support the nationalists, which is required for you to go above 50% support to do Operation Parasol. So now we need to hope that the Internationale is gonna cross the Rhine area and we have a socialist revolt instead. On other news, I've just acquired the advanced light tank, so I'm gonna upgrade it a teeny tiny bit. Of course, I'm gonna use the light fixed structure, the improved howitzer. When it comes to the special models, I of course gotta spend the 30 army experience, kinda a pain in the ass, and the rest is gonna go on the additional machine guns. And now I have 70 soft attack instead of only 60. At the minute cost of only 4 CC as well. Hell, this is glorious. And if I wanted, I could utilize makeshift armor to make it only 3 CC. Below that even. But I would end up with negative breakthrough, which is not something that I've done previously or beforehand, so I don't want to risk it. Also, my shit is getting handed to me right here in northern Poland. Apparently, a new front has been created, and I need to defend it. Finally, I am safe at last. Yeah, no hard feelings Germany, but I'm jumping ships. It doesn't look good to be a part of the Reichspark right now, my dude. I mean, I may be an idiot, but I don't want to be an idiot that lost. Deadass, my tanks were performing like absolute ass because they did not have a single ounce of fuel within them. Mainly because I don't have access to the sea, and without access to the sea, I cannot do jack shit. Now I need to fight against the Russians in acquiring war score against the Reichspark. Okay, Germany, I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy, but I don't like being on your side at all. So we're gonna do an extremely aggressive attack against you, and yes, I know, I don't have access to any resources, but I plan on fixing that soon enough by stealing them from Germany. And yes, we instantly broke the German front line, as you may have noticed. This is why I like these tanks a lot, since they carry very hard. But the second you have 2k cast upon you, then there isn't much that you can do at all. Oh, and I forgot, I need to get a non-aggression pact with Russia. At least this should buy me 1 year of leeway before they actually try to pull off any weird shenanigans on my ass. And we need to kill off as many divisions that we have entrapped right here. Okay, I'm sorry, what the hell is this? Why are you attacking me while I'm kicking your ass? You're meant to die, my dude. Hey, great news. We've knocked out Czechoslovakia. Like, in a couple of days, yeah, 20 hours at maximum, we should get our hands upon their capital and they should capitulate. I don't see any reason for them to survive for much longer. And without Czechoslovakia, they're gonna lose upon a lot of divisions, trust me. And I need to also redirect my attention to knock out Hungary. At least I don't have cores on Transylvania, so making them cap should be a piece of pie. I'm happy that the tank plan is actually working out. I didn't expect it to do this well, honest to God. Which proves my point. When you're not getting killed by 3k CAS, you actually perform well as a nation. Come on, Budapest, finally, at last. Another victory point has been acquired. And on great news, we're about to capture Berlin. Sadly, I don't have enough armored support vehicles, but what I've done is that I created a duplicate template and I've assigned it to specific divisions that are near Berlin and Budapest, which ended up working well. Like, I'm not suffering from a huge penalty anymore. Only the regular penalty of just attacking an urban area in general. So, at last, Berlin now has been conquered by the Poles, which is ultimate revenge against them for subjugating us for too long. So this is another massive victory against Germany, and we have a whopping 6% war participation upon them. It doesn't amount to jack shit if we are to compare ourselves with the Russians. By the way, I just want to say, as Poland, we took the entirety of the East, like I only mean it, the entirety of the goddamn East and Center of Europe. Minus Austria, of course, and the good-for-nothing Internationale have yet to push past the Rhine. This faction is so useless, you would unironically rely upon 10 to actually cross the damn Rhine. Like, this is another pocket of 10 divisions in the north that I instantly evaporated. But I'm gonna aim for the final blow against Germany, like I've already dealt 400,000 casualties upon them. And I have 7% of the war participation, even though I was the last one to join the war in the first place. And look at this, instant green bubbles. Like, this is amazing, I actually love this. If only we could have participated in the war much earlier than this, then we could have gone with more war score. Wait, hold on, something is happening? Yeah, I don't know what the hell is happening right here. I need to ask military access from Romania, or some of my divisions are gonna get killed. Apparently, I've gotten a white peace event with Illyria. Oh, and Germany's divisions have been deleted. So this is it. This sadly is my final war score, which is only 10%. I will take it, my good sir, I will take it. I'm being extremely careful not to expand into states that I don't have claims upon, since it would be extremely useless to invest into these territories. And I guess with the rest of my war score, I'm gonna just simply puppet Czechoslovakia for its resources. They always have a shit ton of steel. Now the only thing that's left for me to do is to knock out Germany by sniping the rest of their VPs, and I should be capable of acquiring the rest of my claims. I almost have the same amount of war score as the Russians, mind you. Honest to God, I'm actually happy how things developed, though I wish I kept some of the war score to seal the German Navy. It will have to do. We are huge, and we're not done. Oh, most definitely not. And look, finally, at last I've gotten this pesky good-for-nothing achievement. I was losing my marbles, man. I generally was losing my marbles to finally win. I present to you medium-sized Poland. We have a lot of work ahead of us, because we need to core all of these Lithuanian bits, the old Polish parts as well, and we even get to claim East Prussia, but we don't core it at all. It would be absurd if we did. And I can finally start getting war reparations from my subjects. I mainly am talking about exploiting the German industry like they've been doing to me for the longest period of time. Okay, listen, here's my promise to you guys. Sadly, as Poland, we really cannot expand into Russia, even if I wanted to, because we don't get any claims upon any of these territories. But there's still one enemy left right here in Europe, which is the Third Internationale. I haven't forgiven them for being the most useless and inept faction known to mankind, and I intend on making them pay me back in interest for all the suffering that I went through. Okay, I'm ready finally. I know, I took 1 year and a half just to relax a teeny tiny bit and to build up my air force. Currently, I have 1.5k fighters and 800 CAS. And look at this, 3 full armies of my medium tank, rather light tank division, with 800 soft attack. This shit gotta be good, man, at least against the AI. Justification upon France is done. I hope that the war's not gonna go sideways, and we should have nothing but green bubbles. Well, maybe not in Wilhelmshaven, because I'm crossing their damn river, but I can always encircle it, and all of these men right here are dead, once and for all. Look at this, they should evaporate instantly, and I need to keep up the advance. Like, I need to tell all of my men to attack extra aggressively and capture as many states as possible before they entrench themselves. Oh, and I forgot, I have the option right here to join the Entente. Thank you so much. I really hope that this faction is gonna stop being a bunch of bums, and they're gonna send me some support. Any form of support is welcome. But at least we're winning the air war right here, in the theaters that matter the most. Like, I'm moving too damn fast, bro, what the hell? Even the supply hubs are not capable of keeping up. And I even encircled a good chunk of the Dutch territories within this region. Like, my performance is respectable as is. But I gotta pull off more than just that if I wanna survive. Like, I'm attacking the fort, bruh. And I broke it. Deserved. Like, look at this. We've already cleaned up the central parts of Europe, Western Europe, but we're doing well. Man, you have no idea how good these SPGs are. I'm crying right here. I'm actually crying tears of joy. They're making this war extra easy for me. Like, I'm straight up battle planning in my way right here, by the way. I hope some of you are noticing this. I'm not even using my brain properly. Usually I struggle a lot, but I have a full-on army of tanks. Poland strong. Bloody hell. Like, cannot break a tile? Just walk around it, my dude. And just like that, we have 14 divisions encircled. Maybe more? Yeah, make it 20, bro. Holy shit, I'm decimating them. What the hell? I've lost 69,000 men. Inflicted 400,000 against the Brits. Look, 500,000 against French. This is it, Northern France is fully broken. Like, I killed off the majority of their troops within this area. Holy shit, hello, sir, stop doing that. This is my fault, I'm an idiot. I did not notice that they were spreading far and wide in Germany proper. But it should not be an issue for long, because the second I make France cap, some of their divisions should despawn. I'm probably gonna leave like 30 SPGs to rush towards southern Spain and 24 to rush towards Italy. Though I have no idea how well they will perform, not gonna lie. Mainly because I will be pushing into mountains. Holy shit, I knew it. Russia is preparing to go to war against me. These assholes, like, just calm down, you prick. Don't you see that I'm trying to pull off something amazing right here? They straight up have nothing better to do other than annoy me. And I need to somehow find a way to make Spain cap. I'm so far away, I need to make it all the way towards Seville. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, shit is so bad I don't have the time to spare to be dealing with this random bullshit right here in Europe. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna redirect at least 48 of my divisions toward the Russian front. And trust me, I have a wide-ass Russian front right here. I'm gonna leave these 30 SPGs to deal with Spain. And I'm gonna redirect these 15 Mountainese to somehow try and knock out Italy. Look, I have a naval invasion in northern Germany, a naval invasion in northern France and the Benelux, and I have an invasion of Russia coming up soon. Joining the Entente is like the worst thing that you can do within your life, because you just end up joining a coalition of bums. Holy shit, look at this. No, I don't care. You guys are joining this damn war, including the entirety of the Entente. I fucked up, I just want to say. I ended up calling Czechoslovakia into the war. I should not have done such a thing. I most definitely should not have done such a thing at all, because Lithuania is a part of the war as well. So now I desperately need to hold this damn northern front. At least, thank God. At least the good-for-nothing nation of Spain has capped. Now I just need to clean up the mess that's left over, and I can finally redirect my attention to northern France. This should not be okay, man. I have the entirety of the Entente garrison in ports, man. Ports instead of garrison in the front line. I'm losing my marbles. Okay, thank God, finally. We've made the Italians capitulate. I can actually redirect a portion of my air force toward northern France to have a chance right here. I'm stuck around these parts near the river lines. Pushing them is hard as hell. Like, mind you, this entire war can end right now if someone invades the Union of Britain, but the Entente are extremely inept, they won't even do it. Hell, they won't even think about doing it, even though they outnumber them when it comes to their navy. So the only way forward is to research paratroopers, and I neglected doing so because I did not expect them to be that relevant to the run. I would like to say this we're winning, but I have no idea once again what the hell is happening because of all these weird-ass front lines, man. Oh my god, why does Denmark own bits of Germany now? Wait, hold on. I may cook right here. Never mind, I take it back. There was some potential for a second. Technically, I have all of these divisions right here in the north encircled, just because the front line got extremely wacky near the end. The casualties of this war are insane. Russia alone lost 1.6 million. The Internationale have been at war for the longest period of time, that's why they have 13 million, and I, as Poland, lost 500,000 myself. And my economy is in ruin because I lost too many states. At least we were dominating the Polish skies. It was a matter of fact that Russia would lose the air war against us. Their airplanes always suck ass. Okay, listen, the situation is not as bad as it seems right now. Sure, the Russians are having some massive headway into Czechoslovakia and central Germany, but I've just unlocked the paratroopers, and I also have the transport planes. Theoretically speaking at least, everything is ready to launch a naval invasion toward the Union of Britain, but I cannot redirect any of my armies from the front line right now because it would be too risky. So what I propose is that we link up our front toward the south with our allies, somehow kill off the encircled troops, and then redirect at least 30 of our SPGs toward the Union of Britain to knock them out quickly, and with that we should have a white peace, or rather a peace deal with the Third International at last. And I'm hoping by then that the entirety of the faction of the Entente would redirect their attention against the Russians to help me. Like, I know this is not the greatest situation to be in actively, especially with your allies leaving at least 50 troops in the west for no reason at all, but we can recover. I'm 100% sure of it. Yep, it's working, GG. 30 troops. No! This is 50 units encircled! Almost on par to my pocket in, like, Prague. Or rather, central Germany that I'm creating. Like, holy shit, I did it! I linked 2 encirclements at the same time. I just need now to hold it without actually getting shat upon. Oh my god, they're running away. No, I deny you that right. You're gonna get kicked from this tile, whether you like it or not. Like, I straight up lost upon, I don't know, maybe 20 units that got out of the pocket just because I was lazy. But at the end of the day, we almost got 28 units encircled. I am happy. And satisfied even. Now, let's quickly close this off before they manage to run away somehow. Like, I don't know how many divisions I've encircled, but there should be at least 50 right here. And I'm not attacking them head on. I'm slowly bit by bit turning them into small pockets that are way easier to control, so that they get hit with the encirclement penalty and suffer from supply debuffs. But Russia is 100% dead. They don't have an air force anymore, maybe some CAS here and there, and they've suffered a total of 3.5 million casualties against me. If we include their faction, then it's currently 5 million. Thank god, thank god. They've put down their air force a second time, and I could theoretically launch a naval invasion right now. Or the paradox, my bad. Tell me I have green. Please, man. Please, I'm begging you. We've landed. I just need my divisions to not get clicked. I don't care about anything else. Let the goddamn SPGs arrive, and the run is won. How? How did the uprising right here happen? Why didn't you happen sooner and capture a port for me to arrive with these? Holy shit, man. 4K fighters. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, by the way? Insane nation. They really don't want to surrender, don't they? Okay, London has fallen. That's good. Wait, hold on. A peace deal. Finally! Oh my god, at last. And look at this. Even though I was so late in joining the war, I have the most amount of wars for. And that's with including the goddamn Americans. And Poland owns the entirety of Western Europe. Thanks to us knocking out the Third International, my allies are being competent once again. And they're covering the entirety of the Balkan front for me, which gives me so much leeway that I can concentrate the bulk of my force into central Russia. Wait, hold on, I can claim leadership of the Entente. I'm doing that, you useless bums. I've been hard carrying this entire war. So yeah, somehow now I've hijacked the leadership of the Entente. But at last, man, we finally broke the damn Russians. Since the AI is stupid, they have the majority of their troops in the Balkans. No, Germany, you're not gonna become independent. Shut up, I'm talking right here. Anyhow. I was saying, since they have the majority of their troops in the Balkans, their mainland is widely open. And guess what I'm doing? I'm exploiting it because I have fast tanks. Like, just to give you an example. Currently, there are 2 templates that I'm using. One that resembles this, because it's cheaper, and one that resembles this one. It's mainly because of the support companies. I kinda am broke as hell and I cannot afford anything other than that. If I really wanted to, I could actually remove a single battalion and increase the light SPGs, which would push it all the way to 1k soft attack. This brings me actually tears of joy whenever I look at this. But of course it's no longer recommended for me to use this template since it's 1944. So yeah, from here onward, I'm gonna go AFK, and I'm gonna call you back when Russia is close to capping. We're almost there, man. We are almost there. I'm being deadass. They currently are at 97%. I've absolutely demolished this faction in its entirety. They have a whopping 10 million casualties, and since the AI is stupid, they still have a good amount of their divisions in the Balkan front, which works in my favor, because I've actually conquered so much land, and I'm being deadass. I've acquired so many territories here without facing much opposition, and thanks to the SPGs being actually fast, I just simply walked around my enemies, encircled them. Like, I've made so many small pockets, encircling 5 units here, 10 divisions there, 3 here. So that's why currently the front is so thinly manned. At maximum there is like 1 division per tile, and I'm exploiting this to my advantage. Wait, hold on, the game is lagging? That only means one single thing. The peace deal is finally gonna fire. Oh my god, I'm free! And look at this. I have the highest amount of war score, once again, because I carry hard. And at last, Poland is finally grand. It's gonna take me straight up ages to release all of the nations that I need to, but in the thumbnail you probably will see the final borders. I'm just simply too tired to actually care about them right now. But Jesus, man, I swear to God, I'm never playing Poland again in my life, at least in Kaiserreich. Oh my god, I hate these hard challenges. Was this one worth it at the end of the day? The answer is no, once again. But I had to prove a point, which was that I could technically win as opponent. Ignore the fact where I had Austria explode into a billion states. It's a quality of life improvement for me at least. But this is where I'm gonna actually run away, and I'm gonna call the run quits right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's content. This has been Kaiserreich, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. So do take care of yourselves, and goodbye. Bye bye.